It's one of the most common questions that I hear from real estate agents is, how do I generate leads? And the truth is, there are so many ideas. I'm going to give you a bunch of them on today's episode. But what I'd like to help you with more so than just giving you a list of ways to generate leads is I'd love to give you some clarity of what lead source is the best one for you. Again, it's not about doing all of them. It's about doing the ones that are right for you and the ones that feel right and the ones that excite you, because the more excited you are, the more likely you are to stay consistent. And consistency is everything. So today, I want to break down ways to generate leads and a way for you to see a framework to give you some clarity so that you're not spinning your wheels, and we eliminate that shiny object syndrome so that you're not always starting over. And so with that, let's get into it. Welcome, Risers. It's that time once again for the Agent Rise podcast, where we help real estate agents build a business they love. I'm your host, Neil Mathweg, and today we're talking about how to generate leads and what is the right lead source for you. There are so many different ways to generate leads. I mean, we can go anywhere from buying leads to chasing leads to attracting leads. There is a list. I came up with well over 100 different ways to generate leads in this business. And I'm not going to make this episode about giving you all 100 of them. Instead, I want to give you some clarity. And before we jump into all of this, I do want to say that we put together a guide so that you can have a visual of everything that we're talking about here today. And if you text the word leads, 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 to 833-500-1135. Again, text the word leads to 833-500-1135, and I'll shoot that guide over to you. This will just give you a visual to look at while you're listening to this episode, and with that visual, it'll help you see the roadmap, see how you can build out your 3-pillar plan. All right. Now let's talk about the 3 different pillars and how all the different lead sources and how to give this some clarity. Okay. So let's start out. We've got our sphere of influence, our chase, and our attraction. Those are our 3 pillars. The sphere of influence are our friends, our family, our clients, people that we are in, friendship with, the people that we go to church with, people that we're in maybe a small group with, or that we play sports with. Maybe it's previous coworkers. It's just anybody and everybody that you know. And I think most of us have a list between 100 and 300 inside of us here. And if we don't, then we're going to use our chase and our attraction to build it. But right off the gate, I see that you probably have 100 to 300 people that you know. That is your list. So build that database. And then we say mail an announcement letter to announce what you're doing. And then from there, it's about mailing monthly newsletters. Now, what this does is this keeps you in touch with your people. Now, they may know that you're a real estate agent. They might even trust you. They might even like you. But the question you've got to ask is, do they trust me with their real estate? And mailing these monthly newsletters helps with that. I'm telling you, I get so much pushback from agents saying, you want me to mail monthly newsletters? Have you about lost your mind? And believe me, I thought by now I would be done talking about newsletters as well. But today, they are working better than ever. And the reason is because our inboxes are full, our email inboxes are super full, and our mailboxes are not. And people know other real estate agents, and they also know that these agents come and go. And if you're not reminding them monthly that you're here and that you're here to serve and serve professionally because you're delivering this monthly newsletter full of great information, then you're going to be forgotten, because they know many other agents. And you think just because they know once that you're a real estate agent that they're going to always be thinking of you, you got another thing coming. So please understand that by mailing monthly, it shows them I'm in this business for realski. It shows them month after month that I'm here. All right. And so that consistency is what helps. Now, you can take all of that a little bit further and generate some more leads from your sphere by doing some emails. Now, I just got done knocking on emails, so let me slow down here a little bit. I do like some emails that get high open rates, like home evaluations, sending a monthly home evaluation. There's a software called HomeBot that I'm a fan of. And by sending an email every single month with their home evaluation, even if that home evaluation is off, it allows you to be able to correct it. And you talking with them and communicating with them and engaging with them, that's where the leads come from. So sending them this monthly email with their home evaluation is going to create a little bit of a conversation, hopefully. And again, that conversation is going to either result in them maybe possibly selling or maybe referring you to somebody that is. Okay. So these emails I really, really like. I also like the deal of the week email, especially if you work with investors. I think that this is another great way to generate leads, right? So we're talking about the sphere of influence, and you can scale this. You can do client events where you are constantly inviting clients to events, and you're having all of these engagements with them. You can do gifts and pop-bys where you're dropping off a gift or a pop-by at their door. I had a VIP program where I had a courtesy moving trailer, a pressure washer, a wheelbarrow, and I would rent these out for free to my clients, and they were part of my VIP group. So you can do different things like this to excel your sphere of influence. So I always start out by starting with the mailing of the monthly newsletters and then add additional things to your sphere. All right. So now that is the sphere of influence, and a lot of leads should be generated from your sphere. And in fact, I know some agents that don't even have a chase or an attraction. They're just all in on their sphere. I don't necessarily recommend that because there's some times where your sphere just isn't influencing anymore. And so you having a chase and an attraction is going to help you balance out your business when your sphere is maybe not moving. Like right now, we're in a must move market versus a want to move market. So our sphere, unless they need to move, most likely is not going to be moving. So it's really down to the must moves and not the want to moves. And so with that, there can be a little bit of slowdown with your sphere. So having the other pillars helps. Okay. Now let's talk about the other pillars. The chase pillar is the next one. And the chase pillar is meant for you to go out there and get it. It's meant for you to get out of your comfort zone. It's the most difficult pillar. It's the one that most of us don't love to do, again, because it's going to get us out of our comfort zone. It's going to make us do things that we necessarily don't like doing. And I always am in the camp that we don't want to do things that we hate because we most likely won't stay consistent with it. And if you can fall in love with your chase pillar, you're going to break through so much faster. It's about one that you see yourself really working in. It's one that excites you, one that maybe it's the clientele, maybe it's who you get to serve that excites you. Because if that excitement is there, it'll help you do difficult things. So now to get into this a little bit more, the chase pillar is commonly online leads, FSBOs and expireds, open houses, geo farming, circle prospecting, door knocking. These are the most popular chase pillars. These are the OGs of the chase pillars. Then beyond that, we get into different niches, working with seniors, working with first-time home buyers, working with investors, new construction. The list goes on. So all of the different niches could also be one of your chase pillars or your chase pillar. And again, that list, there's all of those generate leads, right? So like if you're looking for a list of ways to generate leads, that's usually where people go to. But there's more than that, right? We've also got the attraction pillar. So before we get to the attraction pillar, let's slow down and let's talk more about the chase pillar. So when you look at all of the options, download that guide, go to text the word leads to 833-500-1135. You're going to get this guide. You're going to see the list of all of the different chase pillars. What one stands out on the page? What one excites you the most? And that's the pillar that you pursue. And you may have some objections. I mean, when I talk about the pros and the cons, there's a lot of cons to each of the chase pillars. And so if you're going to focus on the cons, you'll never step into it. So instead, focus on the pros. Focus on what excites you about that chase pillar and then plunge into it and become a master of it. So, like, for example, my chase pillar was open houses. And when I say I went all in on open houses, I mean I went all in on open houses every single weekend. And back then we only did them on Sundays. So, I did them every single Sunday. And I would even do multiple open houses. I would do one from 11 to 1 and one from 2 to 4. And because I did so many open houses, I got really good at it. I knew the right ones to do, and I knew the ones that were going to have nobody show up. I knew the hot spots and the cold spots, and I treated it like fishing back in the day, right? Like if you go fishing, there's a hot spot and there's no fish biting over here, right? So the idea behind this is to do a lot of open houses, find your mark, find the neighborhood. I had a neighborhood back in my market that every time I did an open house in that neighborhood, I was going to walk away, probably the house sold and 3 to 5 buyers from it. Right. So, it was one of those that you just start to find that hot spot. So that's for open houses. And again, open houses might not be for you, but you're going to find it with circle prospecting. You're going to find, with online leads. I know agents that work the online leads, they get really, really good with their scripts over time. They start out just kind of lackadaisy, like, oh, there's a lead, I'm just going to call them. And then they realize how good they need to get to keep people on the line and to be able to talk to them and to be able to work with them. And so they become a master at it the same way that I became a master at open houses. And so that's what you need to do. But if you've got all these ideas and you're trying 100 different things, you're never going to be a master at any of them, right? It was a jack of all trades, master of none. That's exactly what you're going to be in the real estate business. So pick a chase pillar, pick one that excites you and go all in on it. All right. Now, the last pillar that we're going to talk about here today is the attraction pillar. And the attraction pillar is meant for you to put content out and attract people. And boy, this was my favorite pillar. I loved my attraction pillar. I loved working on content. That's what I'm doing right now here today, right? I'm working on content to attract you, right? And that's exactly what you're going to do with your real estate business. So, attraction pillar starts out with social media, and we're now entering into interest media versus social media, where interest media is all about getting content in front of those that are interested in it. And if you look at your feed lately, all you see is what you're interested in. You see less and less of your friends and your followers and more of what you're interested in. And that's great news for real estate agents because of this, we can put the content in front of the people that are interested in it and directly reach them. It's not about getting followers to follow you. It's about getting the content in front of those that are interested in it. And we have seen, like with YouTube, for example, I've seen so many agents break through, absolutely just blow their business wide open because of YouTube and about getting, and we used to call it searchable content, right? There was social content and searchable content, but now that searchable content is better known as interest media. And what are people interested in? And can we get our content in front of them? Now let's talk a little bit about knowing what is the right way for you. All right. Now, there's so many different personality types. There's so many different opportunities that each of us have in our different markets. I know that I would have never gotten into working open houses so much if it wasn't for an agent in my office at the time that said, I don't want to ever do another open house. Who wants my open houses? And I raised my hand and she gave me one open house after another for the first 5 years of my career. So that was like an opportunity that I stepped into. Another thing for me, like I'm very people-y, right? I love people and I love to talk to people. And so face to face was great for me. But I've also coached agents that don't like people. They're like, "Ah, yuck, I don't too much people," right? And instead, they'd love to hide behind a computer, and they would love to do online leads and generate traffic and put content out there and generate leads, and then work those leads by talking to them, right? So it's all about kind of finding your way. Are you introverted or are you extroverted? Do you like the computer or don't you like the computer? Would you rather prefer face to face instead of making phone calls? What excites you? That all helps you in deciding what is the right pillars for you. Also, like when it comes to social media, you might be like, I don't want to get on camera. Well, don't worry about it. I know some agents that do quite well on social media without ever getting on the camera. Or maybe you're like, you know what? I want to get on camera. This is a limiting belief of mine, and I need to break through this. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to break through, and I'm going to find my voice. And I believe that every one of us should be on camera and be in video. I mean, it's just a way to naturally make relationships. Like when we talk about YouTube, YouTube is just fantastic for introducing us to people that when they call us, they're fanatics of us. They just can't wait to meet us, and they're like blown away that they're on the phone with you. That's really awesome, right? And that's what you're going for. So just know that there's many different ways to generate business. I mean, I've talked with people that are just super introverted and have the hardest time talking to people, don't really enjoy talking to people, but yet they sell 50 homes a year. And then I've talked to agents that are bubblier than I am and just really, really out there and really loud, and they as well sell 50 to 100 houses a year. So don't let one way or another tell you if you're a good agent or not. Instead, it's about finding your plan. What plan resonates with you the most? And then once you pick that plan, it's all about staying consistent. So again, grab that guide that we're offering here today so that you can get an idea of all of the different pillars. All you got to do is, again, text the word leads to 833-500-1135. Grab that guide and let's help you build your 3-pillar plan. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. And like always, remember to be the reason somebody smiles today.